Hello. I thought today we'd try a bit of Eurotrucks. I haven't done Eurotrucks for a little while. Wanted to test it out, see how the stuttering was doing, see what we do. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking because we spent about an hour travelling. I'm going to go through some lovely countries. Forget where we are actually. Lublin, Czech, up by the Czech Republic, and thought let's just take this for a spin. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but I do love truck driving. It's fun. So let's crack on. So here we are. We're in Lublin and we're going to be heading to Spain. I can't even pronounce the place. So this is my latest truck. It's a Volvo VH6, I think. Yeah, VH6 i6. Looks good. The graphics is now improved because I'm using a 5070 card. Especially you've got all the decent reflections and stuff coming off of it. It's raining. Now it might glitch to start with, but as we get into it about 10 minutes in, it'll be it should improve. So we've just loaded up. We're all ready to go. It's, what time is it? 8:11 in the morning. We've got plenty of traffic. Should be about. That young lady. Hello, young lady.
Here we go.
Are we going to head out? Let's see how we get on. It's going to be a little bit glitchy to start with, which always is when you start, I think.
Turn right.
Yeah, we're looking good. There's a strong engine in this one. Make sure I put a big engine in for doing big jobs, moving big things. But at the moment I've got my trailer on and doing jobs. Quite lucrative. Just now waiting for the new version to come out, which is 1.55. Which shouldn't be too far away. They reckon there's going to be a lot of performance improvements in that one, which I'm hoping for. Lossless scaling is running. Do you give me that little bit more help I need? I've had to take out pro mods, bring it down to as vanilla as I possibly could. I thought I'd do this because I'm going through checking what records well, what doesn't. It's been not too bad. So it's 2,000 miles to my journey's end, we can say. We'll do for about an hour run. We're going through a nice area.
Get ready to turn left. Turn left.
We're expecting it to do a few glitches, maybe one big one at some point, and then it settles down. It's a nice looking truck. I now use the sat nav on the unit down here. We're going a bit fast, I'm going to get moaned at in a minute. Graphics has massively improved. I noticed that Pro Mods, I mean we're coming up to a change, so it's not worth getting Pro Mods at the moment. But the graphics has changed and Pro Mods was causing a lot of stuttering, so I took it out and it improved it a lot because I did want the heavy traffic in, so I've got that in there, although it's not heavy at the moment. It's a Sunday morning after all. Plenty goes on. Doing long journeys, as you can see I've got 117.9 million in the bank. I've got about 50 employees now. I did have buses at one stage, but when we had the last update, obviously you have to keep uninstalling, reinstalling. It's a bit of a mess, so I decided just to stick with trucks. And the buses don't work in certain areas. When you're going up to barriers and stuff, you just can't get close enough. So you do get stuck, which is a pain. I think we're somewhere like Estonia, somewhere like that. I can't remember where we are. It's a shame that they don't do the changes. There goes a little glitch. You get them from time to time, but not as much, and it dies down as you play more. Adaptive lighting, rain sensor, wind wipers.
Ready to turn
Wipers.
left.
And we're going through a lot of cities. A lot of these cities have been updated. Sometimes loss of scale, I noticed in this, bugs out a bit.
Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
Now a lot of people use BMI tracker with this kind of stuff, but I don't see the point in BMI tracker. Pay all that money and you have to use AI track as it is with BMI tracker. I don't really see why I need it when I could do it for free. There's a lot of single dual carriageway around this area. I think I'm a little bit tired because I'm mixing my words up there. And I tend to not be able to drive for more than probably an hour or 2 hours in here, so I start yawning and start dropping off. Quite therapeutic. They've made quite a lot of improvements to the game, but I do notice the stuttering is not coming from my PC, it's coming from the game. Because I've driven over the same places 3 or 4 times and the same stutter happens. So I do know that it's not within the with the PC, it's with the game. I think that's what they're trying to address. They do have a beta version of the 1.55, but I've decided to stick with this one just in case. I'll wait for the stable version to come out, or what they will class as stable. Normally I end up having to wait a month for all the updates before I can actually get to play it, because for some reason it's always a mess. Actually, I might fill up here. Have a full tank, and then we've got stop selection. They've also now, when you look at the trailers of other vehicles, they're all strapped down now. They use proper strap in. It's all, they've made slight improvements. So I've got used to the truck, parking it and reversing it into the parking areas that we want. I've now mastered all that. I do want to try this since I've got the new card in here, the new GPU card and that. I just wanted to see how it was going to stand up. I've tried my best to get it, optimise it as best I can. There's quite a few, maybe a few hundred miles of this single road before we start heading out onto the big open roads. Hey, it looks good. I quite like it. The graphics has definitely improved on a long chop. I thought I'd bring you along on this journey. It's a lonely journey, truck driving. A little bit of a bend in the road here, so we do. You do get to see some lovely sights as you drive. We go across some beautiful bridges. But mate, I don't mind the speed in it. You're the one with the problem. And then when you hit the bigger roads, you get a lot more heavier traffic and stuff like that. At night times it dies down, as it normally would, so we've tried to make it as good as that. We'll get someone overtake us in a minute. And these will make it bounce. You get these little glitches, which I can live with. At one point this was unplayable. I spent a long time, probably weeks, trying to get this right. I'm now really careful not to add anything, take anything away, just leave it as it is.
Go straight on.
And just be happy with what I got. And hopefully nothing crashes into us, so you still get that on occasion. When it rains, you get that where it's really misty and blurry in the foreground. When it rain clears, it becomes a bit more crystal. You get the odd thing happening on the side here. You get farmers out in the fields. You'll come across accidents, fires, stuff like that. Right. And my phone is going off 10 to a dozen. Get moaned at, no. And these do come down, you get trains and everything else going across. We'll get an impatient driver soon who goes on us tractor over there. There are some animations going on, but you don't see a lot. And these are my sort of latest maps that I downloaded. This area in particular, which can be challenging, especially when you're going through the cities and the small roads. A lot of great big flying here. Also, we've got a nice little sunroof. I've opened up the camera so that on my AI thing to look up and down. I can look down as well. As its uses. I got force feedback working on my steering wheel because that was just too soppy. The stuttering has been really, really good so far. I'm expecting it though. The longer you drive, the better it seems to get. This is quite lucrative because that'll make it 70,000. Set up base in Cambridge. I've got that. So another outlet somewhere. Need to look at the map, see where don't have one. Germany have Spain. Probably in the Baltic areas not so much. By Finland. I have a look. I'll set up some drivers. Traffic's getting a bit busy, that's right. 2 minutes. 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 A little bit of dual carriageway. Used to 43 though. Rain stopped at last. It does have an effect on steering. The people walking on the paths. That's good. Speed counter there. This is where you really get hit with FPS a lot of the time. They're at 120 frames. It's a major improvement. All this area's been redone, redesigned, updated and stuff.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
You have to be careful of these cars going around here.
Exit now.
Down through Watermark, or There's a good test for seeing how this does now, because it's going through a built-up area which is really drawing everything. You just see it drop there as we're coming up to pretty hefty part of the
Keep right, and then turn right.
I will probably change before we get there.
Turn right. Get ready to turn left. Turn left. Go straight on. Get ready to turn right.
You get a bit of town driving, a bit of motorway driving, a bit of
Turn right.
countryside driving.
Keep left and then turn left. Turn left.
These are the places you normally get hit. That's so far. There's a nice little built-up area, so you do get a nice little flavour of big one. You get a flavour of it.
Go straight on.
No overtaking here, so we'll have to stay behind him. Down uphill slightly, so we're going to really push it. I haven't tried the farming simulator yet with the new 5070, which has got to be done. I need to get back into it. I haven't done it for a while, so I've forgotten how to do it. And they've had new updates and free stuff given away, so. I thought I'd cover the trucks. I haven't done American truck for ages, so I do need to look at that as well, see how that's going to pan out, so I can get that optimised. Let's try to overtake yet, so it's been good so far. You get impatient drivers behind you.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I don't mind it, mate. Oh, it looks like we got roadworks.
Please mind the speed limit.
The big hole.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Light indicator, mate. Last thing about this unit is it's got a good powerful engine in there, so climbing hills isn't too bad. I flipped from the man to the Volvo. I just wanted to try it out and see how I got on. But we're heading somewhere else. Go slow enough to be able to read the sign, really. Or the other sign. Czech Republic.
Go straight on.
Speed will drop off going up the hill. Lorry broken down by the side of the road there, and you do have to be careful of those. Go back onto cruise control.
Go straight on.
Plenty of places to park up and look and rest up. Gonna be a long journey to Spain, that's for sure. These lovely bridges to go over, you get through mountain ranges, you get all kinds of things. Easier with a steering wheel. If you're using a D-pad, it's not so easy. And also depending on what you're carrying, depends on the weight of your truck, trailer. So. Going for another city, so it's going to be a little bit glitchy, I think.
At the roundabout, take the first exit. Exit now. Go straight on.
And yeah, you do have to stop in the red because you get crashed into. No one else stops.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Always keep an eye on those trucks as well, sometimes they don't stop. I'm running around about 120 FPS and still glitchy, so we're coming the other side of the city, so we're flying now.
Keep right, and then exit right. Exit right.
And we look like we're back on the motorway, and a lot of motorway driving. A lot of lovely like parking areas like over here. It's a nice place to park up for the night. We've got another 36 hours before we get to destination, which on my Yara, as I call it, yet another road atlas or whatever. It's it tells you up there our estimated time of arrival will be Tuesday or Sunday at 6:15 in the morning. Tells you how much money you got. There's any emails coming in. How many miles you got left. Got your fuel up there, but I always check on the fuel gauge on the actual dashboard now. We've got enough for 1,240 miles.
Caution, please mind the speed limit.
Always let it coast because you're going to struggle when you go back uphill anyway, so guess we're heading towards München, are we not?
Caution, please mind the speed limit. Go straight on.
Always a good tester is going through these tunnels. Really tests out the game itself. Truck looks in good conditions. Going to get dark soon, so we can see what happens during the dark time.
Go straight on.
And we'll do a bit in the dark when it gets dark, and then I'll pull over and call it. Yeah, I won't do too long with this. About 40 odd minutes. And the adaptive headlights come on and all that kind of stuff comes in. So it looks like we're heading to Germany. We got Stuttgart and Nuremberg coming up. Even road. Yeah, see, I've driven over this bit before and that same glitches there. Especially when I'm running solidly at 120 FPS. Absolutely solid on that. Traffic has been lighter than usual. I do believe I kept that DLC in there. But it's probably because it's a Sunday as well. We've covered what, nearly 500 miles already. That's unfair driving.
Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
I know we've got a major hill coming up, mate, so I don't mind it speeding down here. But this is not as much glitching as it used to do. I'll give it that. It's made it more playable. I was at the point where I was giving up with this, and I was going to actually delete it and do it anymore because it became unplayable at one stage. And I think I went about 3 or 4 months without actually touching it. And I thought, oh, I'll give it a go, see what it's like, and then it was too bad. I just had to do a few bits and pieces with it.
Keep left.
Won't take long for it to get dark, it'll soon be dark.
Keep left.
Into a lovely sunset. The lights are coming on now, so we know we're not too far off of going quite dark. Just be very careful how many mods you put in, because the more mods you put in, the more loaded the game becomes. It struggles. That's why I've had to really reduce what I've got in here. Just to get it playing like this. I'd like to get rid of the glitch altogether, but I think it's going to happen. So I'm waiting for 1.55. See how that improves things. If that doesn't start to improve things, then it'll be one of those games that I'll just pull out now and again rather than
Caution.
playing
Please
quite a lot.
mind the speed limit.
It's a great game. There you go, you can see our lights just flipped on. But it can become very annoying if you're driving for hours of all this glitching going on. It becomes incredibly hard. Yeah, not equal. And it's starting to go dark now. You can see the lights are now getting a bit more active, and then they'll come on, the full lights will come on as and when they're needed as adaptive, which is nice. There you go, they come on full, now they've gone off. It will get darker. Equipment. Busy ahead. The only problem I ever find in Germany is it's a long distance between fuel stations and rest breaks. So we'll skip this rest break and then we'll drive to the next one and then I'll pull up. That should then give it a chance to get even darker.
Keep left.
I decided there to pull out. I decided to pull back in again. I'm glad he did.
Keep left. Caution. Please mind the speed limit.
Big hill
Keep
this one.
right, and then exit right.
Straws.
Exit right.
Feeding once again. Oh, we got parking coming up. As you can see, this is how it works at night. We'll park up. I might as well just put a little bit of fuel in while I'm out. Full tank. Got about 1,500 miles worth of fuel in there. Oh, you can just double check that you use the way that you parked. And that'll do it. There we go. They're all parked up. Ready to rest for the night. And probably see cars go off them. That's my trailer. And the Globetrotter. Oh, that's what, been an hour, so probably enough for this. I'd say thank you for watching, and until next time, see you soon.
Hello, if you like what you've seen, why don't you just hit the subscribe button and help me grow this channel. Thanks for watching and for your support.